I do not know who is laying minus 280 on this over. I'm sure, maybe it was a 10.5 and people bet it up, right? Could this thing flip to a flat 11? It might change the conversation a bit. Georgia opens up on a neutral, though, despite pretty much in their backyard against the Oregon Ducks. Eventually, they'll get to SEC play. You look through the slate, they are going to be favored in every single game that they play, almost assuredly. There's really only two spots you could even attempt to make an argument because we know they're not going to be a home dog at any point on this schedule. What do you think about Georgia and the juicy 10.5 that sits on the board?
Yeah, it's interesting they put it at that terms because you'd like to say, like, oh, they lost a lot last year, which they did from their defense. But we always get into that notion where when you're an upper echelon team, like a national championship SEC team, all you do is reload 4- and 5-star players on the defense. I'm not all that worried. You do get Stetson Bennett back this year, a guy that won the national championship. And I think most Georgia fans, I say this facetiously, actually wish he would just move on, transfer, or retire at this point, which is insanity. He finally delivered you a national championship, and you say, oh, somebody else behind him must be much, much better. But there is a good feeling here about this team if we're looking at the overall schedule, because that's how it's going to play out. If you're playing Alabama each and every year in your scheduling, that's going to hurt you. But as we know, they play in an opposite division. They don't get Alabama. So looking at the games they have that are tough, Kevin, Florida, Tennessee, UK, and Oregon. But if we look at these games all together, the only true road game is at Kentucky, who we'll see what Kentucky has this year, but it's always nice. Neutral site game. You take a look at Florida, which gets played in Jacksonville. You're taking a look at the game against Oregon, which I believe is in Atlanta, which is de facto home game for you, considering that Oregon is on the West Coast and you got to drive like 10 minutes, it feels like, to get to the game. And then you take a look at the other games that they have. Tennessee is a home game. This schedule really sets up well, to be honest with you, Kevin, for this team to make another run. I just don't think they have as many horses as they had last year, which is really going to be the deciding factor. But that juice, I'm not taking it. But I got to tell you, this could be an 11-win football program. It really could be this year.